Across America, millions are packing up and leaving cities once known for their vibrancy and opportunity. Neighborhoods that once bustled with life now stand quiet. Streets empty where crowds once gathered. What is driving so many people to walk away from these urban centers? Why are 7 major cities facing a steady and dramatic decline in population? Cities that were once considered the heartbeats of industry, culture, and growth. As we look closer, the signs become impossible to ignore. Empty storefronts stretch down once busy avenues. For sale signs blanket entire blocks. The sounds of traffic have thinned, replaced by silence that echoes through deserted neighborhoods. These aren't just isolated incidents. They are part of a larger shift, reshaping the American landscape. Economic hardship, rising crime rates, housing shortages, and growing environmental threats have all played a role in unsettling the foundations of these cities. This is a story of change, complex, unsettling, and profound. What has brought these once thriving places to this crossroads? And what does their future hold as millions continue to leave behind the familiar streets they once called home? In the next minutes, we will explore the forces at work, city by city, to uncover the reasons behind this mass movement away from America's urban core and what it means for the country as a whole. For over a century, America's great cities have been engines of opportunity and innovation. During the industrial boom of the early 1900s, cities like Detroit and Chicago grew rapidly, drawing millions from rural areas and overseas in search of work, community, and a better life. Factories roared to life, neighborhoods flourished, and skylines soared. These urban centers became symbols of the American dream, places where hard work and ambition could shape one's destiny. But in recent decades, this narrative has shifted. The decline of manufacturing jobs, the rise of globalization, and changing economic landscapes have altered the fate of many cities, once celebrated for their strength. The trend has accelerated over the last few years, fueled further by the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, which reshaped work, living preferences, and mobility patterns. Today, 7 cities stand at the center of this transformation: Detroit, Michigan; Chicago, Illinois; St. Louis, Missouri; Baltimore, Maryland; Cleveland, Ohio; New Orleans, Louisiana; and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Each has a unique history marked by peaks of prosperity and periods of struggle. Detroit, once the beating heart of the automotive industry, peaked with nearly 2 million residents in the 1950s. Chicago's sprawling skyline reflects its past as a transportation and financial hub, reaching over 3 million residents in the mid-20th century. St. Louis and Baltimore have long been vital ports and industrial centers, while Cleveland's steel mills and Philadelphia's historic significance add layers to their complex stories. New Orleans, known for its rich culture and port activities, has faced distinct challenges tied to climate and disaster. Across these cities, common threads emerge. Economic shifts have hollowed out traditional industries. Housing markets have become strained and uneven. Social dynamics and rising crime have unsettled communities. And environmental pressures, from flooding to aging infrastructure, add new layers of difficulty. This video will take you on a journey through these cities, revealing the forces shaping their current realities and exploring what life looks like as millions choose to leave these once great urban centers behind. Together, we will unpack the data, visit neighborhoods, and meet the people who live through these changes every day, shedding light on a story that is as much about hope as it is about challenge. Detroit, Michigan. Nestled on the western shore of Lake Erie, Detroit's sprawling urban landscape was once the beating heart of America's automotive industry. Known as the Motor City, its factories shaped global car production for decades. Winters bring harsh cold and snow, while summers are humid, a climate that has challenged infrastructure upkeep. Today, Detroit struggles with a population less than half of its 50s peak. The collapse of the auto industry triggered massive unemployment, leaving neighborhoods dotted with abandoned homes and vacant lots. Yet beneath the surface, a strong cultural revival pulses. Artists and entrepreneurs are slowly reclaiming parts of the city, balancing decay with renewal. But persistent challenges remain. The housing market is volatile, crime rates remain high in certain districts, and aging infrastructure struggles against budget constraints. For many residents, the hope of a better future competes with daily realities of uncertainty. Chicago, Illinois. Located along the southwestern shores of Lake Michigan, Chicago's geographic position made it a vital hub for transportation and commerce. Its notorious winters and summer thunderstorms shape daily life. Extensive public transit has connected diverse neighborhoods. Yet recent shifts reveal complex migration patterns. Once a powerhouse of manufacturing and finance, Chicago's economy has diversified but faces challenges. While some sectors thrive, many communities face persistent unemployment and economic inequality. The city's cultural fabric is rich, with deep-rooted music, food, and arts traditions. Despite its vibrancy, Chicago struggles with rising crime rates, especially gun violence, and a widening gap in affordable housing. Many families seek safer, more affordable suburbs or other cities altogether. St. Louis, Missouri. Situated on the western bank of the Mississippi River, St. Louis bears the iconic Gateway Arch, a symbol of westward expansion. The city experiences hot summers and cold winters, with a blend of urban and riverfront landscapes. Historically an industrial and shipping hub, St. Louis has faced deindustrialization. Its population has steadily declined since the mid-20th century. Economic opportunities are unevenly distributed, and pockets of poverty coexist alongside revitalized areas. Social challenges, including segregation and crime, have led to outmigration. Many residents cite lack of affordable housing and safety concerns as primary reasons for leaving. Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore's location on the Chesapeake Bay has shaped its history as a vital port city with a temperate climate and humid summers. Known for its seafood culture and historic neighborhoods, Baltimore's charm contrasts sharply with its ongoing struggles. The city's economy once revolved around manufacturing and shipping, but has contracted sharply. High unemployment and public health concerns have fueled population loss. Cultural richness remains vibrant, with music, arts, and community events. Yet crime and housing instability have led many to leave, seeking safer environments and better opportunities. Cleveland, Ohio, on the southern shore of Lake Erie. Cleveland's once thriving steel and manufacturing sectors powered its growth. Winters are cold and snowy, impacting livability and infrastructure. As these industries decline, so did the city's population and economic base. Today, pockets of revitalization coexist with long-standing challenges. Unemployment remains high, and many neighborhoods face depopulation. The city's cultural institutions and sports teams offer community pride, but rising costs and crime have pushed residents to seek alternatives. New Orleans, Louisiana. Known worldwide for its vibrant music, food, and unique architecture, New Orleans sits near the Gulf of Mexico, with a subtropical climate prone to hurricanes and flooding. Hurricane Katrina's aftermath reshaped the city's demographics and infrastructure, with many never returning. While tourism fuels the economy, many locals face challenges with affordable housing and public services. Environmental risks and climate change heighten these concerns, prompting migration to less vulnerable areas. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia's rich history as the birthplace of American independence is reflected in its diverse neighborhoods and historic landmarks. Situated along the Delaware River, it experiences humid summers and cold winters. Its economy is mixed, with healthcare and education as major sectors. However, economic disparities, housing shortages, and crime rates have led to significant outmigration. Many families seek the suburbs or other states, balancing attachment to the city's culture with practical concerns about safety and affordability. As we step back from the stories of these 7 cities, a larger picture begins to emerge, one that reflects deep shifts, not only in where Americans live, but also in how they view the very idea of community, opportunity, and home. One of the most profound forces reshaping migration patterns today is the rise of remote work. The past few years have accelerated a transformation long underway, where advances in technology and changing workplace cultures have untethered millions from traditional office settings. Suddenly, proximity to a city center or a daily commute is no longer essential. This newfound freedom has shifted priorities. People now seek places that offer more space, affordability, and quality of life, often outside the urban core. This shift has exposed stark contrasts. While many large cities struggle with aging infrastructure, rising crime, and affordability crises, suburban and rural areas have seen growth as they promise a different kind of living. Quieter streets, larger homes, and closer ties to nature. This suburban and exurban expansion is rewriting the map of American life. Economic inequality also plays a crucial role in these movements. The decline of manufacturing and traditional industries in many urban centers has disproportionately affected working-class communities, exacerbating unemployment and poverty. Without economic opportunities or safe, affordable housing, many have little choice but to leave. Compounding these social and economic factors are the very real impacts of climate change. Coastal and flood-prone cities, New Orleans among them, face growing environmental threats. Rising sea levels, extreme weather, and aging infrastructure place enormous pressure on these communities, prompting some residents to seek more secure environments inland. When viewed through a global lens, these trends are not unique to the United States. Around the world, cities are experiencing cycles of urbanization and deurbanization as populations adjust to new economic realities, environmental challenges, and lifestyle preferences. In places like Europe and Asia, similar patterns reveal a complex dance between growth and decline, renewal and abandonment. For America, the implications are significant. These migration patterns influence where infrastructure investment is needed, how economies evolve, and how cultural identities are reshaped. Cities losing population face challenges in maintaining services, schools, and public safety. Meanwhile, growing regions must grapple with development pressures and sustainable planning. Yet, amid these challenges, many cities are working to redefine themselves. Revitalization efforts focused on green spaces, affordable housing, and community engagement are beginning to bear fruit. New industries, especially in technology and creative sectors, offer hope for economic renewal. Lessons from cities that have successfully adapted remind us that change, while difficult, can also be a catalyst for innovation. Understanding these broad trends helps us see the migration away from these 7 cities, not as an isolated crisis, but as part of a larger transformation, one that will shape the future of American life for decades to come. Amid the challenges facing these cities, there are also signs of hope and transformation. Across the nation, urban centers are embracing innovative strategies to reverse decline and build new futures. Many cities are investing in green initiatives, creating parks, improving public transit, and promoting sustainable development. Efforts aimed at improving quality of life and attracting residents back Technology hubs and startup incubators are emerging in unexpected places, offering fresh economic opportunities beyond traditional industries. Community-driven programs focused on education, health, and safety are fostering stronger neighborhoods and rebuilding trust. These initiatives show that reinvention is possible when local leaders and citizens collaborate. Newcomers are playing a critical role in this evolution. Immigrants bring cultural diversity, entrepreneurship, and revitalization to many areas, while young professionals, drawn by affordable housing and new job prospects, inject energy and innovation. Some cities stand out as examples of resilience through reinvention. Pittsburgh, once a steel town like Cleveland, has transformed into a center for technology and healthcare. Austin's growth as a tech and cultural hub offers lessons in balancing expansion with livability. While the road ahead is complex, these examples highlight potential pathways forward. Cities that adapt, invest, and welcome change may yet reverse the tide and write new chapters in their stories. These stories are about more than empty streets and shrinking populations. They reveal the evolving heart of America itself. Each city carries a unique history and a future still being written. If this exploration has deepened your understanding of the challenges and changes shaping our cities, please subscribe to join us on more in-depth journeys into the world's shifting landscapes. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Have you witnessed these changes firsthand? Which city's story resonated most with you? Or is there a place you'd like us to explore next? If you found value in this video, please give it a like. It helps raise awareness of these critical urban issues and supports the creation of meaningful content. On screen now, you'll see options to subscribe and links to related videos and playlists about urban transformation and American cities. We hope you'll continue with us as we uncover the stories behind the places we call home.